Hey everyone, we're going to be looking at the Feast for Odin occupation cards, the A deck. So first up, this tier list, we're going to look at the Shepherd, and that one is if you have at least 2 sheep, including like pregnant sheep, then you're going to get wool and milk. And if you have a 4th sheep, then that's actually 1 more wool. So this is a starting card, and I'm only going to be looking at the starting cards in this video. But I'm thinking sheep strategy is kind of animal strategies together are kind of like a mid-level thing. So I'm going to put the Shepherd in B tier. That's a 0-point card. Next up, this one's kind of weird. The artwork does not make sense, but it's really just after the bonus phase happens, then you can, for every bonus phase, spend 1 coin or a mead to get some whale oil. So I'm going to put that... that is kind of nice to be able to get really just an upgrade of your mead. So I'm going to put that also in B tier. I think that's kind of nice to be able to do. And over time that might actually work out, and it's 1 more point. So B tier. I think the Shepherd's a little better, but they're both about B tier. Okay, then we have the melee fighter. That's going to be 3 points. And when you're raiding or pillaging, you can use spears instead of longswords, or longswords. No, it's only spears instead of longswords for the raiding and pillaging, right? So, because normally you use swords, and it's going to be 3 points. So for that, I think pillaging is used quite a lot for advanced strategies. I'm going to put that at A tier. I think that'll be pretty useful to do. Plus, you have 3 points there, the added benefit of that. Then you have the Apprentice Craftsman. When you do crafting, you're going to be getting some resources before you take the action, so that can be pretty useful. I'm going to put that in B tier. Then you have the Forester. I really like this one. Like before you hunt game, hunting game is already pretty strong, and then you're able to take a resource from one of the mountain spaces. Yeah, that's an A tier for me. And it was 2 points. So then we have the Proficient Hunter. This will be 2 points. When you roll dice anytime, you can roll 4 times instead of 3 times. So that's for pillaging or hunting, I'd imagine. So that's kind of useful. I'm going to put that in B tier. Sometimes you, maybe even C tier. Sometimes that may not really be useful because why roll a 4th time if you've already got the highest number you need? So we'll put that in C tier. However, it does give 2 points, so it's a pretty good C tier one. Then we'll go to the Woodcutter. During the Viking action, if you receive at least 2 wood, you also receive a coin. So there's a couple actions that can give you 2 wood, so we'll put that at C tier. It's not the greatest, but it's alright for the ability. The Sober Man. If you can do a feast without mead, you can get 1 coin. Over the course of the game, that's not going to be very many coins you're gaining, and you're needing to not use your mead that you have. So I really am going to put that at D tier. It's not that great to be a sober man, in my opinion. Okay. And then we have the Farmhand. It's going to be 1 point, and it's only when you are hunting game with 2 Vikings do you get this bonus thing. Hunting game is pretty good, but it's really great when you can use 1 Viking. 2 Vikings, and you have to succeed. It's not like one can, be brought back. I'm going to say that's about a C tier. All right, and then we have the Refugee Helper. This one has been cited online all over. People say it's overpowered, and I believe it, because this immigration strategy that people try to use, even anybody can do it. You just get boats and immigrate them, and you get points from them. And this would make the immigration cost 2 less money each time. So normally you pay the round. So if you're on round 5, it's going to cost 5 coins, right? But now it's only going to cost 3 coins to immigrate and get a huge amount of points. That is our first S tier with Refugee Helper. Then we have the Bosporus Traveler. You got your cows in your cattle stable, then that's going to allow you get a cow in your cattle stable, and then it'll allow you to change 3 coins for this blue or 4 coins for an even bigger blue. We'll put that at I don't really do cows that often. I'll put it as C tier, but maybe that can pay off for somebody. And then almost done here. Catapulter is going to be 1 point. And then when you're raiding or pillaging, stone is actually worth +2 more instead of 1. So that's going to be, raiding and pillaging is pretty useful, but it's only 1 point. If it were 3 points like the melee fighter, I would have given it an A tier, but we'll put that in the B tier. And then we have the Tanner. That one's kind of a cute little one. You can always move the, you can move your meat to a smaller green tile, turning them to hides. We'll put that at C tier. That'll open up some new strategies because you don't usually grab those types of meat very often in the game. Then you have the craft leader, because that's like, I think, lamb's meat. Okay, then you have the craft leader before the income phase. If you have at least 5 icons on the crafting action space, then you're going to get 1 whale oil. So that is not that great. I'm thinking probably a D tier. Like, how often are you going to have that many people crafting in one round? So that is all of the different ones for Feast for Odin. You have your S tiers, your A tiers, Melee Fighter and Forester. You have a bunch of them in B tier and C tier. And don't grab Silverman or this Craft Leader. Oh wait, no, you have no choice. This is what you start with. Well, make the best of it with whatever strategy you get, but you know what you're going to do with some of these. With Shepherd, maybe you want to do an animal strategy and rely on that. And with the immigration, obviously, that's just really powerful. If your opponent has that, stop them at all cost. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.